and they can punish you. I'm really liking Viking GG's lineup.
Really?
Yeah, I think they used
10 seconds remaining.
that OG spent on Ancient Apparition, and it allows Alchemist to play
5
extremely fast.
seconds
Also, there's
remaining.
no real tower damage on OG, so like they're relying on the Chronosphere. You have buyback against the Chronosphere, or like they misuse it 1 or 2 times, and you can easily punish that. Also, this is the lineup that plays extremely fast. They can take the Roche with the minus armor. Imagine like 700-800 move speed Alchemist with Ion Shell Radiance running at you.
That does sound pretty good.
Yeah, it just looked like a very, very strong lineup.
I would honestly just go OG, because I feel like if any team knows how to deal with an Alchemist, it's them. They
That's true.
basically won the last TI with like half of the games Alchemist they played. So I feel like if there's any team that can assert themselves into an Alchemist jungle without good heroes at doing that, like OG will figure it out. And they have Seb. So I imagine he was probably largely making those calls during TI, so
Gracious.
I'm confident he'll do that again here.
Boys, you are wrong.
Well, I mean, the bets, even the bet agrees. I mean, 1.24 for OG. That's a big difference there, Lacoste.
3 games before, you didn't even know how odds work.
Well, I'm a quick learner, Lacoste. All right.
Bigger number equals more money for me, more chances.
I hate you. Thank you for coming on the panel. But should be an interesting match, though. Of course, we are kind of split up. Very interested to see what goes down here. A rivalry that we hope to see lives up to expectations. But will the casters live up to your expectations? Well, I know one of them will. It's Fogged and Dota Capitalist.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you for that lovely intro, Slacks. You know what's funny is, like, I'm not sure if it's a good sign or a bad sign for Viking GG that even Slacks doesn't know what the hell they draft. Initially, I was like, oh, Jesus, Viking GG, they must have drafted some real garbage. And then I remember it was Slacks, and it was like, it's probably for the best that he doesn't know what's going on.
You guys have something for it this tournament, huh? You got something for each other. It's like me. I'm gonna be the bully to Brian, and you guys are gonna bully each other. All right, let's do it. Why not? Sure.
This will be the dynamic for the rest of it. I mean, we don't have to worry about it because fortunately Slacks won't be hosting for long. We'll get real hosts. That's pretty soon.
That's pretty true.
This is the series that I've been looking forward to the most today. Viking GG versus OG, because Viking GG has proved that they can take down tier 1 teams. They've done that through several tournaments. They did it at WePlay, Pushka League. They did it at the 2 ESLs. Like, they have consistently proven that they can take down the best, even if they haven't shown that they will always make top 3 or something like that. They're improving every single time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're a really fun team to watch, and you can tell they have a really good understanding of the game. That's the biggest thing that I like to see, because they always look to make these aggressive moves. They don't play passive at all. That's the biggest thing that I love seeing teams do. Like, especially these European teams that like to be aggressive. Right here, we see the star mid one body blocking very nicely here to try to protect No-Tail. He's gonna
begins.
Dares him to keep it farther. Aramis, meanwhile, the top lane is playing a back-and-forth game of chicken against No-Tail.
courier has been killed.
What have we here? Gold for my foot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That was canned laughter.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Muted.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rolling out.
你气不气？你气不气？
Yeah.
structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I hope it was worth it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just as I
你气不气？
Stone dead.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bandit from the Inquisition.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Incoming!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I trust my end comes at a price. Time is money. Illusion!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
你气不气？
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Sorry, friend. I let you down.
top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
你气不气？
Seems a lifetime ago.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Arcane power. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Money.
Gold for my forge.
气不气？你气不气？
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Like my knowledge, a well that never empties. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
你气不气？你气不气？
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hatch to just keep going.
Yep, they've got the Ags online. It looks like mid one and OG, they want to take a... Show what level the Exort is yet. But they really want to press forward for this fight.
Kind of walking around right now with this BKB. He's going to be comboed up, though. Oh, he showed himself for a bit too long, and now here comes that catch we were talking about. Vacuum back in, trapped inside. No Tail looks for another opportunity to get out, goes for the relocate. No such luck. He's denied that. Shad boosted forward, tosses out the unstable concoction. That'll catch Sox as I believe he should burn out to the Radiance. He's going to try and get the stomp. No such luck, though. Supernova, and I feel like it is going to... No,
wow, they actually got it. Oh my God.
Shad gets there in time for the triple kill.
It was about to pop, and Shad may have died if it popped there too.
Yeah.
That Sunstrike.
The Sunstrike, if he gets hit by the stun that goes on afterwards, and then this Horde Phoenix puts out all the damage that he has.
Dire's middle tower
Oh,
is
damn.
under attack.
Big moves by...
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Yeah.
Mid one is really trying to hold on to it as long as possible, and that can happen.
It looked like, to me, mid one felt like he could not get 100 to 0'd.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be...
Double damage.
One thing about OG, though, gotta love watching this team play Dota, man, because...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Regeneration!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Players here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ultra kill.
You've been mixing with the wrong crowd.
Does immortality?
2 goes into 6. And it's off.
What level?
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Players here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boom, there it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Holy moly!
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
What have we here?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Regeneration!
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's ancient is under attack.
Putting money down, or
I don't know. I don't think you should respond to him because he didn't call you Dota capitalist.
That's true.
Funny, so.
Put the Dota in the name. I'm proud of the game that I work on. Unlike you schlubs. Game 2, Viking GG versus OG.
Who's playing carry?
Yeah, is it, we were talking about it, is it a Baden one or IO one?
I think, thinking like OG, IO one, right?
Yeah.
ABBA support, Troll, Dark Spirit Breaker 4, right? That's the way when I think OG, that's what I'm thinking of. But then I'm thinking of like IO core versus AM doesn't sound so great. But Troll is pretty good to get that counter match up. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting one for sure.
Like if it was, a bad one, I wouldn't feel good about having Io. Like I just, for me, it feels better that you would have 5 Abaddon to babysit Io.
Yeah.
For, but.
"30 seconds to battle."
Absolutely perfect! Absolutely perfect!
The battle begins.
That is what you that is what you sound like. Coming through. What the? 你气不气？ 你气不气？ 你气不气？你气不气？ He's mine.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Never gold given.
What you overdone?
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's courier has been killed. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
comes at a price.
Bonded, you and I.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Strike, strike.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meant for more.
Captured in the flame.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And it's up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Series James.
Boom, there it goes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Rock it on.
Holy moly!
Boom, there it goes.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Holy moly!
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Never refuse good given. Go for my armor.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Do it with flair.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Visibility.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Holy moly! No!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Incoming.
Radiant are scanning.
Spy back from Aramis. We'll push them out of the pit.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Still only level 1 egg on the
Dire's
Phoenix.
top
Still has
tower
not quite
is
hit
under
level 12. So that egg's still very likely to get brought down if it does get utilized. But we're seeing the levels coming out from Viking. They're 2 level 13s and level 11 in comparison to, 2 level 11s and 113 on OG. So OG might have the gold lead, but it doesn't really look like the experience is so much in their favor.
Yeah, an experience pretty big for a lineup with Ember Spirit, Phoenix. Like, these zeros can operate without a whole lot of net worth.
Yeah, just their skill set alone is super potent. And that's why that Thompson has BKB, right? Pretty much finished.
Boom. Well, he does have his shackles coming up, so he should manage to get this kill. And jumps away rather easily, so nice pick up there for Boom. There's the BKB from Thompson. Yeah. that combination where you're Sand King or Clockwork or something. I'm gonna go in stun. You put Inkswell on me, we've got a nice chain stun, and there is not a damn thing that enemy opponent can do.
Splitting them up across the map very quickly there. Aggressive move by Boom. He's so confident, especially when he sees Spirit Breaker. This is what we said, right? Boom sees Spirit Breaker. He's like, okay, there's no chance of me really getting killed because that's the only thing I have to be concerned about. And then top, they know the AM can make an aggressive play onto the IO. Now they claim the gold lead, and I'd have to imagine the experience lead as well. OG not really pressing the issue forward as much as I feel like they have to versus this AM. This is a pretty good AM game. Constantly scouting out that Roche makes it very difficult for OG to actually commit.
Chasing after Aramis here. Does have the hook shot up if he wants to try and hook to one of his allies here. It seems that distance that he had in the first place was just enough.
Oh, nice. Soxe is going for the Axe build. Love it.
All right, let's see if he can actually complete it. And see how much it pays off for him. Obviously, it would be very value against all of these hypermobile heroes.
Back to the Roche. It's going to get scouted by a rocket any second now. They're already aware of it. A good place for Viking to fight, too, with Phoenix. Let's get the Meteor Hammer dropping down. They'll dodge it.
At the same time, I think this is a fight OG really wants Viking GG to take. After all, they had that BKB on top of it, but he was forced to use as well as his ultimate there out of fear. Nice catch from Erebus, intercepting Soxe as soon as he goes for that charge in, keeps him inside of the Supernova. That's going to be an easy pick, and Boom is going to look for more. Look at that on the other side. They do have Shad caught inside the wall of replica. Couldn't burn out quite enough mana to keep him from blinking away, though. Boom. He's going to be caught by the AM illusion. The mana, think about this so much now. He's been burnt out of his mana, and he will not have the same luxury of escaping like that Animage did. Aramis is trying to create the space for him, but OG, there goes that surge. Look at him boosting away. Thompson running at the speed of light, overtakes the Clockwork for a secondary kill.
Ooh, that looked like it was going to get a little dicey there for OG for a second, but yeah, that illusion just comes out. Ruins poor Ember, and now they're continuing to chase with that buyback from Soxe, so they're going to get another kill, and now they can go for the Roche. Egg was used, everything was pretty much committed. This is an easy cleanup now for OG. That looked like one of the scariest starts of a fight ever, with your troll popping battle trance and BKB and just unable to do anything.
Yeah. But a good read by Sebs. As soon as he sees the Animage, throws out the wall of replica. Once he gets that illusion, AM has to blink away. So, okay, he's going to have no impact. And then Ember Spirit just ran right through that area, and I don't think he realized what he was stumbling into.
Immediately Shad's getting charged up again too. Keeping tabs on him, and now the objective taker.
Yeah, Viking GG lose this game, they probably look back to that one fight around the Roshan pit. Maybe one of the moments that turned this game is OG now are able to take this tier 2. But it looks like they're going to come in and try and go for the Aegis. He does manage to get off his ultimate. He's still going to be used up in the air. He can get any damage on any, but he still has the heal coming out from the IO. But yeah, it looks like he's going to go down here inside of the Supernova as well. Is he going to come back into it? Explosion immediately done perfectly. Ends up with the Sunray, beautifully lined up and laying into the IO. Nice vacuum in though with a charge on through. A 3-man stun as Root. A bounce back onto the AM, brought him back into the Troll, and the Troll got the Root. Even though he bounced back to Spirit Breaker's ultimate, he immediately was repositioned into an ensnare.
That actually worked out in their favor pretty nicely. 40 seconds, AM's dead. And that vacuum charge, something that we did mention about before, catches perfectly onto 4 heroes. Soxe will play with his life now for going a little too aggressive. Thompson burning new, but trying to stick on Boom.
OG. You gotta chill out just a little bit more here, friends, as now the Troll has overcommitted himself, and Boom seeing that. Okay, 2 down. We can chase the rest pretty easily. They're gonna catch Seb and all these TPs out. Okay, the mid one, IO, and No Tail were able to get out, but still It was OG who had a really nice lead for themselves, took a nice early tier 2. We could have just gone, okay, we're going to get shrines and stuff like that, but no.
I'm surprised they actually stayed and persisted there.
Yeah.
Even though AM wasn't up, like the egg, you know, everything was coming back for Viking to be able to look for that fight. Look how much the Amber got out of it. He's level 18 now. It was like a pretty massive swing, actually, in the grand scheme of it all. Look at these levels. 18 now, just off of that.
Did the aggression just get the best of him? The Heaven's Halberd will disarm the AM for now.
Boom.
Six, 1, and 2. Is the Ember Spirit 0, 1, and 2. Animated, you can see what kind of game Viking GG is trying to play right now. It is a game of 4 versus 5 while our Animated tries to get big. Problem is he can't do that normal, annoying split pushing thing so much because of fear of the Spirit Breaker plus the relocate.
Yeah. And he's almost got that big item, the Basher, finished up, but we see the IO. This is, I think, almost a similar that I saw from the SEA guys. Halberd into Deso. I think in SEA it was actually a Maelstrom in the game, but he wasn't versus an AM. He was versus something that, you know, he actually wanted magic damage instead. Saxa. Go back away. Meteor Hammer will connect on the tower, though. Nice little chunk of damage.
Yeah, force TP rotation. Good amount of damage. We know where the Spirit Breaker is, which means the AM can play a little bit more freely.
Actually saw Seb. We saw queued up for a second there. Seb not only does he have a clumsy net, which is phenomenal with wall versus an AM, but he's also going for a Hex, and he was not too far from it when I last saw. He had like 3,200 towards the Mystic Staff plus ulti orb. They get the charge on the AM with the wall down.
Wall replica, the vacuum back in, and they get the bash. He was halfway through that animation for Blink, but considering the ensnare as well as the bash opportunities, there's no way he should have been able to get out. Now they're going to look for more. The mage is dead. Saxa looks to find some more. He's going to try and chase down Boom, who already has a Remnant out on the side. They saw him that far away, though.
Saxa's here. He's
got another Remnant up by the BKB. Now he's been ensnared. Sorry, Bash. Bash first, then ensnared. And OG... Spirit Breaker non-stop 5-manning at you with the Spirit Breaker.
It's working. He's finding the opportunities. They've claimed great map control, and they've actually taken out, looks like almost all of the wards from Viking. They only have that one ward in the mid lane, so Saxa, he's free reign to move around here. And all this movement, speed, and mobility, they can easily catch up to him. Deso, plus that troll. Quick Rax getting brought down. They're actually going to have to buy back. Quick BKB, and Thompson just wants nothing to do with that. This mid one is definitely preparing for the super late game too, right? The attack tethered target as well at the same time, right? Yeah.
That'll add so much damage to the troll.
That's way later on, but
yeah,
there is always potential for this insane scaling that they can have because of this item build that he's going for too. And now we're seeing, you know, AM, he may be pretty farm, but he is fragile if he gets caught by a charge.
So what do you do to fix that after the Abyssal Blade? Because I feel like if you try and go Butterfly, you're not going to have much of a timing window before Troll gets MKB.
It's like, do you want to go for BKB? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
He might have to. Now there's also a Hex, like we said, finished up on Seb on that Darkseer. It's a lot more for the AM to play around. Just gotta be careful.
Thompson thinking about going back for that SNY, and then I presume Satanic after that. So a bit delayed, but like a heavy team fight build, making use of a very active troll. And then with the map control that they bought off of that, he can continue to non-stop farm and go back for that traditional carry build.
Dire's top tower.
He'll get it all pretty quickly too. Sock's also about to have Aghanims finished up. A couple big items definitely for OG, going to be finished in the next few moments. They do have double outposts claimed at the moment as well. You see, yeah, Shad not quite yet going for the outpost if he wants to, or their base. Starting to get pressured.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Thompson just keeps it up. The Animage has not been forced back yet.
Sustain. Holds his ground, though. Meteor Hammer.
Meteor Hammer comes down on the Troll's head. He quickly shakes it off, though. The sustain offered by Lifesteal plus that IO, and is Viking GG.
Chad wants his Abyssal before he goes for anything like this here.
Yeah.
It makes you have just such an easier way to go for targets. It's not quite gonna have it before the Rax is gone, though.
No, it's not.
Has fallen.
Mid just got taken for free. OG, despite this kind of tower lead they have, they're only up by 2k net worth, so it's a little bit deceiving that they're taking the mid lane of Barracks already. And yet, you could probably still call this an even-ish game. I'd give it like, what, 65% to OG?
Yeah, it's all dependent of a few quick catches that can change it. Oh, okay, he gets out.
Dota Plus doesn't believe so. 88% to the favor of them.
Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, Troll has many answers to the AM, and he's shown that he's not falling behind in net worth.
Yeah, I guess it must be counting a few things in. It's like the core matchup of AM versus the IO is great, but versus Troll and versus Troll is not the best. Darkseer has his ways to play around him, because when AM gets stronger, Darkseer gets stronger.
Yeah.
So it does seem like OG does have quite a lot of solutions, at least for that anti-mage.
So shots start things off, catching No Tail and isolating him from the rest of the team, but they have to stay back to borrow time. Allows No Tail to shrug things off. At the same time, AM trying to make his initiation onto the Darkseer. Force out the wall of Replica before he goes away. Now he's going to try and sandwich back in. Aramis making use of those spider legs, trying to get away from Soxa right now. Should be able to do so over the right-hand side. Ember Spear gets locked down by the Troll. Boom has got to be careful of that deadly Troll.
They're so fast.
Goes down, man. There is so much catch thanks to a Darkseer with an IO. Hey, at least Shad does manage to get the kill on No Tail, but it's still not a happy occasion because it's still the cores that are up and alive. They do manage to get off the ultimate. Manage to get the bash. The Supernova looks like it may just explode. They're still going for it, but yes, it successfully explodes onto the Troll. Now they're going to try and chase down mid one. Shad catching up to him. That tether takes him a long, long ways away, but Shad's not going to let up just yet. The Phantom onto him. The Scythe goes out. They tether up, sharing that movement speed. They get away, but No Tail, well, he did buy back for this. They managed to get the silence onto the AM with no Manta. Maybe they could actually turn around and kill him, but both sides de-escalating here, though it may ramp up again with the double damage picked up by the AM. Who knows what could happen? Well, apparently he didn't feel that good about it because it's just TP'd home.
Yeah, he's just resetting, it looks like. Not going to cut any waves or anything like that. Just wanted to get... Okay. Now they're going to look for their own aggressive player. Ember not up for about 15 seconds, though.
Radiant are scanning.
And his confidence, by the way, in your supernova positions.
Ooh.
He's going for a refresher instead of an Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Shad jumps forward, using the Abyssal Blade, trying to blow up the Darkseer. He's already burned so much mana. If he can get off a good mana void here, it'd be excellent. And he has it up, but he's being stunned up for so long, and now the Scythe went down. Chain stunned up, and no opportunity for that big mana explosion. 2 dead, and probably a little bit more. Celery, he is no doubt. He doesn't have the move speed to get away from this, but the one hope would be Toby. But Soxa, he's so damn fast thanks to the Surge charge combo. They easily catch up with him as well. 2 turns to 4, turns to a free Roshan for OG.
Some pretty game-winning item builds coming out from Seb in particular this game. Just this Hex, like that Macinta Hex rush is just so impactful. 7-1 and 10. He's been perfect with his play so far. These vacuum walls, the vacuums into the charges, it seems to be getting... He just gets the AM every single time. He's got his number. Yeah. Instant disables plus disables through right clicks. They're just able to ignore that whole spell shield thing. Yeah, he just nets him, then he hexes him inside of the wall with his full team beating on him. Soxa
Look at that. They're just going for the tier 4s right now. 30 seconds on the clock for the Anime Age. Viking GG, they're going to have to figure this out 3 versus 5, and I don't think they can. I guess we'll see. Aegis is up on Thompson. Guess it depends on how much OG wants to be able to dive. They're going to go for it right now. They're going to bring Aramis down. He does have a buyback. There goes the Meteor Hammer. Supernova, number 1, going off. The BKB activated by Thompson. Quickly deals with the egg. And Aramis, a new one, with his ultimate going off. He's going to chase down Ember Spirit underneath the shrine, and he goes in just as fast as he goes out.
What was that movement speed there? 1,000?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my God.
That is straight up broken. And sure enough, we said kind of at the start of this is really cool synergies here with the IO and such, but it could go terribly wrong. It's OG though. Yeah, you don't expect them to miss on these kind of strategies, as they are the innovators of such.
Yeah, and I do really like to see the relentless aggression. That's the biggest thing from OG.
Yeah.
Just like some of these teams would be like, you know, knocking on this tier 1 mid is a little bit weird right now. The AM's kind of getting farmed. Let's go look for the AM.
I'm Jesus.
Yeah, explain to the viewers why.
There's 4 strength heroes over there.
Okay, that's it.
So even I know this one. Timbersaw does great against strength heroes, right? Able to deal this damage based on their attributes, as Purge taught me long ago.
Something damage, yeah, strength.
Yes, extra damage against strength.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to melt to chakrams. Should be pretty interesting here. But will he be able to survive the Wind Ranger?
I mean,
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he builds into Yule Scepter eventually. Like, it's a great defensive item, even though Sven has a Dispel as one of his level 15 talents. But I mean, just looking at the drafts, I really like the Timbersaw last pick. They have tower damage coming from this Alchemist. Not the best setup for Snapfire ulti. They're a bit limited on catch and stun. Like, when you have Doom, you need to have a lot of stun. Otherwise, they might just, you know, TP out. And Doom's target needs to be IO. Otherwise, he's just going to relocate out.
Well, let's take a look at those odds again. It looks like, again, it is in OG's favor on this one. Gentlemen, your final thoughts. Do you agree with those odds? Do you think they are right this time? Does OG have it in the bag with the 4 strength heroes and Wind Ranger?
I don't think so. I feel like if I'm Timbersaw and Wind Ranger is like the best counter to me in the game, like she literally hits you, 10 times within a second. That's 10 reactive armor stacks. Like I'm totally cool with that. And sure, when she gets an MKB, you can definitely kill a Timber, but at that point, Timber should have like a Heaven's Halberd or a Blade Mail or a Yule Scepter, like something to deal with that.
Absolutely. Real quick, what do you got?
Quick, I'm going to go with the Viking. Their lineup looks much better overall, and with Alchemist, I feel like they can do it once again.
Fantastic. Okay, well, it's time to find out who's going to take this series. We will throw it over to the casters. Gentlemen, can anyone be more competent than Jenkins? Probably not Fogged. Here he goes.
I'll be honest with you, Fogg. I was a little tired going into this one. I was kind of nodding off there, but nothing really wakes you up in the morning like the screeching sound of slacks talking about Wind Ranger. Goodness gracious. I am wide awake and ready to go for OG versus Viking GG.
I can't wait till she wins as well, and Slacks looks like an idiot. No.
Are you feeling it? you feeling this? OG for game 3?
I mean, this is a really good Timbersaw pick, honestly. Of course, it's into the strike heroes. They also don't have like great damage and laning phase to really slow him down. So, yeah, I do think they have a lot of potential because of that. But knowing OG, they're going to look to just run at them and try to take advantage of the fact there's an Alchemist, right? They're going to try to make sure that they can actually just play with this number advantage at all times. But right off the bat here, see Viking GG, a very good chunk of aggression.
Yeah, that they attempted that aggression. Game 1 didn't actually work out for them in the end. And their run, like the idea of running a bunch of aggression straight into a Timbersaw, You know, with all of these strength heroes, that's a bit concerning to me.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just see how it plays out for them. Is there a chance that they does their lineup, because it was such a good Timbersaw game, I'm sure OG may have exposed themselves a bit to that, but like, did they mess up with their lineup a little bit by drafting the Timbersaw? It's an amazing Timbersaw game, yes, but are they lacking anything as a result of that last pick?
I think it's exactly what the panel said. It's just the catch, the extra amount of lockdown. Because the one thing that can happen in this game is just, even if you doom a target, maybe the IO doesn't even this root relocate, he can just heal the target, and they can just back themselves up. So I do think that their catch could be quite limited because of this Timber. And it's like, their initiation, it's like they lack a couple things now in their draft now because of it. Sure, they're gonna have crazy amounts of damage provided, but like, who's gonna make the moves around the map, right? Like, it's gonna have to be the Timber, but those can be a bit awkward when you don't have great setup in your side lanes. At least he's got Snapfire, but...
Frenchman of OG finds the first blood thanks to that win range power shot. Nice opening from Soxa to set it all up, so he's already going all right. Boom actually forced to use the healing salve, but this is pretty typical of Timbersaw. He's going to have to use 1 round of regen, but now that he's level 3, has that second level of reactive armor, he should just be fine to trade out with Thompson.
Yep. Only way they can get a kill is with some type of rotation and toss back or something like that now, unless Boom makes a very big mistake. Versus this Tiny. Shackle connects again. Can't actually chase forward though.
Has been killed.
There's something that Thompson is going to have a chance to maybe try and show up Boom a little bit here in this game 3 with a Tiny performance, because he is matched up against Timbersaw, who can't make those same kind of rotations like the Tiny can. Thompson may have kind of a free game in that regard.
Yeah, and it's a Thompson Tiny. I mean, we've seen what this man can do, especially at TIs where he just runs rampant. And that's what he likes to do. He likes to just play incredibly aggressive. Toby will be able to survive up here, but this top lane is not doing well. The Sven IO is crushing them pretty hard. They expended a lot of mana on the initial, right? I think they used, what, 2 Ion Shells, maybe more than that, just to pressure OG, and OG now just sustained through it. They're gonna do pretty well up here. They have the ice armor now. That's actually very nice to stop any type of aggression from OG, and they're actually glyphing the wave. I think that may have been a mid-glyph from the Timbersaw, actually.
Yeah, how do you fight into a Doom that has an Ion Shell on him? Scorched Earth and that Frost Armor. That's quite a hefty amount to deal with. Thompson already being pushed out of his lane. He's going to be feeling the pressure of that tier 1. Similar situation to what we were talking about before, which is the fact that one hero may have all the rotations, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on his mid tower if he chooses to try and move around to those side lanes, and we're already seeing that amping up with the Timbersaw.
Yep. Bottom lane, the OG. I guess it's just like they're just going to deal with it, right? They're going to be like, okay, Timbersaw's going to have a game, whatever. We're going to do what we do and just pressure the Alchemist, play our own game. And Shad is getting pressured pretty hard as well, too. I mean, those 2 side lanes, like we said, OG's looking to have a really solid start. The one thing that we are looking to have, though, for OG is some stacks. Even though the Sven's having a good time, I think that's what Sven just needs to be a Sven.
Thompson, he wants that power rune so badly to refill his bottle. He needs it too, and it's a regen, which makes it that much sweeter for him. They do manage to kill Sox in the bottom lane. He's been getting super aggressive, and it looks like he got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yep. Looked like they were maybe attempting to do like a pull there from No Tail. Midwin wanted to stun him to stop him from catching it, but unable to get it so much.
You and BSJ were talking backstage about the Sven. What was the conclusions you guys came up to?
I mean, this hero just needs stacks. He's picks a lot in NA. Not so much, I guess, in the EU region, he was saying. I haven't played that many EU pubs, at least, but yeah, this hero looks really good in NA pubs because NA pubs just hit creeps. That's all they do. They stack and hit creeps. Yeah. So Sven just gets these crazy item timings early, and then he's too tanky for people to fight, and they run into him. I mean, I think that's just always tends to be the best strategy for that hero.
And I remember one thing that's about Celery. He's gonna die here. Just gets out with damage he can. the change up to the Dispel talent, which was always ignored at level 20, even though it was always very crafty, like, oh, we can't be really good, but it was like, at level 20, I don't remember what the other talent was at the time, but the other one was just too valuable. Now, it's at level 15, and it feels so good.
Yeah, I think it was, what, it was 25% life steal or something, I think it was. Like
that,
yeah, it was something crazy that he would get. But yeah, now you get it at 15, and then you probably have an Aghanims, and it's so hard to actually play around it, because you're just like, oh, an Ag Sven is flying at me, I pop Ghost Scepter, I pop Yules, but no, he brings you out of it and then just smashes you down anyway, so that's definitely a great point there, Cap.
And it, I believe how pretty much all abilities work is that the disable happens first. So he dispels you, and he's also going to get the Aghanims hit in, as well as all the stun damage.
Oh, nice vacuum, pulling him back.
Yeah, and they're going to try and stick on top of him with the Ion Shell. Of course, with the IO, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do these things.
Yep.
All right, this is going to be one of those times where OG's probably going to have to do something to answer this Timbersaw. Because he can just tank the tower and let the Siege Wagon do all the pushing.
It's rotation. I was going to say, it's Thompson has to start either making moves, or I'm not sure what he does, because he can't play in that mid lane by himself.
Yeah, it's not like he's like, guys, come gank the Timbersaw for me. Elder Titan and Io. That's not the duo you're looking at to kill a Timbersaw.
He'd have to call in the Wind Ranger, in particular, just for that extra magic damage. But, boom, he's prepared. He's like, okay, they do have decent burst damage at sometimes versus me, but at a raindrop on top, no way they're going to bring him down unless he is insanely far forward and OG.
We already lost a ton of heroes. When did that happen?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I saw the Dire one was up, and so I assumed he's still alive as well. Mid-one, he's going to be chased down here. The Scorched Earth, it's taking him down. 2 HP, caught by the vacuum. That'll bring him down, but Thompson is here with a reprisal. Managed to kill Aramis.
What's the next? Toby, very low. Surge still on CD. Trying to speed toward him. He tosses it in the IO.
Over the IO. Yeah. That'll get the kill.
And to get the courier, maybe? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite a big chunk of gold. Wards coming into play too now. We see Elder Titan starting to ward up the Alchemist jungle, and I believe that's the bottom tower taken by this Wind Ranger.
Okay.
That's very early.
We're talking about like how Timbersaw is going to take this mid tower early if OG doesn't do something. Well, they are doing something. They're putting a lot of pressure on the side lanes.
Oh, no way.
Shutting down Shad's game.
Oh, I mean, Hobson's game is just completely... That is such a big kill, because the Alchemist is farming really well, even though pressured bottom. He jumps up to level 8 top net worth just because of that. That's... I mean, that's crazy significant. And he gets a courier. Okay.
OG just pulling out W's everywhere here.
Yeah, and look at their warding that they have already down. This is the Alchemist warding. We see all your jungle. Alchemist has no free place to go except for just in the bottom lane. He's going to be versus Wind Ranger, who's pretty damn farmed. A Javelin already coming out on the courier, so could definitely see 7+1 go solo, go for these kills onto anyone.
Celery. He's been a bit of a punching bag for OG, and it doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon as Seb finds a free kill inside the jungle thanks to all this aggressive vision that they have down. One behind the tier 1 tower in mid, another one deep inside that Radiant jungle.
Oh, they know they're here. Thompson, they're gonna cut the trees with the tether.
Revealing all of them, they managed to get the avalanche toss combination on Tope, easily killing him. Aramis still gonna fight this out, so they have a stun anywhere. Boom's gonna come in with the damage, but it's not quite enough. No tail, he'll also TP out, seeing as the Infernal Blade is still on cooldown.
I think this is where Aramis goes and you eat a Centaur creep as soon as possible, because this is immediately you're going to start to notice this is the problem with the draft that's going to come into play is lack of disables in a lot of these situations. Right there, early on in, we see that coming in.
Under attack.
Chad. We get hit by the stomps here. Tiny Thompson, he's getting close. Can't quite get on top of him there, though. Nice little pickup from Shad. This is small, but going for the treads, double bracers, and he gets a shovel. Any type of HP you can get on this Alchemist, I think is pretty damn nice.
Yeah. It's all about surviving through the tiny burst. Mid-one.
Yeah.
Surprises Toby, pops the ultimate, and fights into this duo with the power shot over Aramis. It's almost enough to get the kill. Sadly, Stormhammer not up for quite some time, as he does only have a 1 level. Thompson's going to come in from the side. No Tail switches partners now. Gets the tether to Thompson to help get that kill.
Looks like a Thompson Tiny to me, right?
Yeah.
Had a bad mid lane, almost top net worth anyway because of his movements.
And it looks like they're finally maybe going to get this mid-tier 1 tower, but they have lost so much ground in the side lanes at this point in time that I'm not sure what, how much of a difference it really makes. Look at that, Thompson just going right in. He's not going back to mid.
Oh my god, get the freak. Oh, Toby's game is over. Hit poor Toby. Just getting slaughtered up in that top lane over and over again.
It's certainly being canceled.
It's, yeah.
2-9, 3,000 net worth lead for OG. Timbersaw, I mean, he's taking it out, right? He's like, I gotta, like with Timbersaws, you feel like you kind of have to get that first item. You need to be able to take that tower, whatever lane you're in. It feels like you kind of need to take that one tower before you start rotating around. But it feels like Boom may not have the time to just kind of chill out in mid lane any longer.
And like he desperately needs a hood now in this game. You know, we're talking about how tanky he is, how tanky he is, how tanky he is. He's not that tanky anymore. They've got the levels where their burst damage actually comes into play. A Tiny who's level 8, 9, Sven level 8 as well. Like all these spells are starting to get to their level 4, so that high magical burst will be there. So it's definitely a different game than Viking expected.
The one-man smoke.
He's like, I'm gonna doom him. I'm gonna purge the win run.
Oh, where's Timbersaw now? Celery's there to be able to pull it. Aggro. Relocate up to the top lane to be able to sandwich in Toby.
Oh man, they don't want him to have a game. Playing it.
They really don't.
Oh, playing versus so many stuns is really tough.
They did stop that TP, I think, from Saksa, so it looks like they might be able to kill him. He's going to try and juke Boom, and he had a lot of charges there, so he's actually good.
And the Doom bottom wasted very quickly. As we said, this is going to be the name of the game, probably, is you Doom, and there's no one else to follow up and catch. 2-10 OG. Running away with this early game. He's got the hood finished up now, though.
Pops him over. Cookie does land on a Seb. One of the few spells they have to help the Timbersaw keep his damage on the members of OG, but it's not enough, especially with the lead that they have. 3,000 net worth up. They're able to just play in and out non-stop.
Okay, it looks like he just stole the creep there. Shad has to be very careful of OG just constantly running in.
Blink Dagger going up, Thompson. It looked like for a moment, like, oh, maybe he's in a bit of trouble. No disables. Nothing to stop him. He's got a bunch of heroes nearby.
And they're doing this all the meanwhile. The Sven just farms. We see mid one starting to tick toward that top net worth. Same thing with the Alchemist. Sven matching the farm of an Alchemist is a very good sign for OG.
Yeah, certainly.
Mid.
And they finish up this tower finally. And they do get the deny.
Oh, poor Boom. He worked so hard.
He did. He's been trialing at this for quite some time, but in the end, it doesn't get the full subscription. Aramis dove behind the tier 1 tower, and boom, he's gonna teleport over, and they do manage to get the stun. Maybe this is enough to actually kill Seb, but No Tail heals him up so much and relocates him out. And again, the problem is even as they see some of these heroes, like Thompson here, there's no real threat keeping him locked down. If anything, Thompson's gonna use Dagger aggressively to catch Toby, and boom, is left wandering around, watching OG do things, but can't really have an impact.
They can't catch anybody. They can't stop OG from just running around in circles.
Yeah.
They're actually just dancing on them. And mid one, thank you. I'm farming this entire time while you guys are just goofing on them.
Literally running circles.
Even
on Viking GG.
And just stealing his creeps. I think that's like the third one that they've taken from him at that hard camp. Bullies.
5,000 net worth lead for a lineup that's up against an Alchemist.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Thompson. He wants the bigger target.
He jumps down and does manage to hit Thompson, and as a result, Aramis managed to get in the trees. Now, he's still dead. I was going to say, oh, they're going to have to dive really deep, and maybe Viking GG can do something with that. Well, they're going to try. Vacuum in. Mid one going to be slowed down. Here comes the Snapfire ultimate, and there goes that effectiveness of the Timbersaw. You saw how he was able to just cut down that Sven. Goes from half HP to nothing. Dodges away from Sox's attempt at a stomp. Boom. The higher levels the Timber Chain can still catch up. Soxa knows he has to juke this Chakram, but Woom does manage to get the kill, just ever so barely, thanks to the Ion Shell.
I think he would have lived it without that Ion Shell.
Yeah. Oh, the illusion from Toby with an Ion Shell on him killed No Tail.
Game slightly recovered.
Yeah.
Still slightly. He's got, I think he has mech at least finished up now, but he's still very fragile versus the burst combo that's coming out from OG.
Yeah, I mean, they killed us. It's not just about the kills, right? But during that time, Alchemist was farming while the Sven died, so he can actually catch up and maybe get the lead that he's supposed to have on the opposing core.
That's one thing that I'm glad that was just brought up, though. Look at the hero levels. Sven, almost level 13. Alchemist is level 9.
Yeah.
So he might have his Radiance finished up, but look at that comparison. It's 2,000 HP just because of these raw stats. He's going to have SNY finished, so it's going to be even higher than that. Alchemist, not going to be near that point. Level 9. That is actually level 9 16 minutes is something you don't see very often on your safe lane carry.
They're gonna try and fight with this Radiance. And they do manage to lead off with a stun on mid one, pulls him back inside the Chakram.
Nice.
They do make pretty good mincemeat out of good old Sven. Chop him up to size. OG are still willing to fight because, of course, they are. They're OG. They're going to toss back the Timbersaw into the rest of the team. Try and go for the stop. He's stopped from being able to Timber Chain away, but that reactive armor still doing him a good amount of work. And if they're focusing on the Timbersaw, it means Shad is free to run and play with this Radiance. A two-man stun thanks to the unstable concoction. No Tail managing to dodge a couple of those shots will survive. And it looks like they're going to away. Thompson, he's here. No Blink Dagger up for another 6 seconds.
That could have been close for them. If they got Shackle on the Timber, if it connected, he probably would have died there, but weren't able to quite get it. Still looking for him, though.
Here, Boom. Taking a lot of damage, relocate, and Seb, he's here. They're going to try and chase down Boom. Now, he's still got enough HP to survive through a Shackle combination, but the Alchemist, that's a better one. Shad in serious trouble here. Saw the relocate, but still got caught by the Shackles instead of Boom. I thought that would have been an easy retreat, but it looks like not. And Aramis, who'd been farming this the entire time, TP's in, immediately dies. Seb laughing his ass off here, realizing that Viking GG have just made critical back-to-back errors.
By the way, this was a time versus Timbersaw in the mid lane. Godlike at the 17-minute mark, just running around. Seb, as we pointed out, full MKB, so he actually does damage.
Yeah.
This is looking very strong from OG. This is just OG's bread and butter. Constant aggression. Mid one dying here and there a couple times during that aggression, but he's still top of net worth. And it's Viking. It's just the catching problem. They can't get good catches. I mean, they're probably praying for a clumsy net. So they do need some other forms to be able to just have these heroes not be able to just walk away.
Yeah.
But yeah, win run, tether, everyone just moving so fast.
And the worst part is like, nice. Invis Rune turns into a toss back onto Toby. He's close enough to Seb that Seb will finish the job.
Jeez.
These, it's not like they can naturally build into an item to solve that disable problem either. Like, what are you gonna do? Get a Rod of Atos on Timbersaw? That sounds real booty.
Yeah.
You try and get like a Blink Dagger Centaur stun onto Doom, but he's a support. Like, that's not gonna be that reliable anyway.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, definitely starting to see, even though, you know, you see 4 strength heroes, looks like a glorious Timbersaw game, we're starting to see the flaws. We're starting to see what they're really lacking in the grand scheme of their draft. The lane's up, so as we said, they got pressured hard. Shad shows himself in lane. Easy kills versus that relocate. They're starting to really snowball.
Thanks to this relocate, Sven is not only joining in on some of these fights and getting kills, but he is keeping up his farm at a pace that is well ahead of the Alchemist at this point. Once he gets his BKB, it may just be go time for OG to put some real pain on him. It already is. Some objectives. Boot's not getting out alive. Reactive armor is nothing to Seb now. He's got MKB plus the Grove.
Yeah. And Thompson looking for more. He'll be able to find Celery. Can he get the toss back? He sure can.
Throws him over to mid one. Get the old alley-oop for a double kill.
This actually feels like we'll hear from Viking.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where everything has gone far too wrong. You're off lane and you're safe lane, have no game. And then your mid Timbersaw, who could have had a good game, just doesn't have the heroes to play around him to make him look good. So he's suffering every time he shows.
And a big difference between the Alk versus Void matchup, where there is, thanks to Abyssal Blade, plenty of opportunities for Alk 100-0, even through BKB perhaps.
Yeah.
But here, Sven is an entirely different story, right?
Yeah. Sven can stand toe-to-toe pretty easily versus that Alk, especially with this type of farm.
Yeah, the only thing that was really making him squishy in this game was the Whirling Death and the Timbersaw. Now he's got BKB. He deals with that pretty easily. Stomp goes out. Toss over. The Noob trapped inside the Avalanche, stun from the Stormhammer, finishes him off. And look at that, into the back line. That just fearlessly goes in, cleans up. At least some of the supports are going to buy back here. Viking GG, they're all in on this fight at this point in time. Midone still has his BKB. He's still going to turn and fight with Relocate coming in from Nuketail. They're going to try and do just that. Heal comes out, and Midone's up to full health. They're going to continue to buy back. Viking GG, they are going to throw everything they have to be able to win one good fight against OG. Now the BKB is worn out. It's a good opportunity. They need to be able to get him out of this. Their Slipper pulls him back, though, and Shat gets torn to pieces. Boom! He's going to have the same fate as his Alchemist, both dead, with OG closing in.
They call it. Yeah, I think this game was just everything went out of hand. Shad dying all over the place. They just got, I mean, they're getting these towers so the OG aggression, like 7-minute tower bottom, they could just, it opened up the map so much. They were like, we don't need to play in the lane anymore. We're just gonna run you, kill. And Toby, up in that top lane, he got massacred. I actually have no idea how many deaths he had at the end there. It had to have been like over 8. Like it really felt like he was just dying every time he respawned.
It was real nasty. Props to Viking GG for putting up such a strong game